Major developments in the fight between Republicans and Democrats over control of Congress. On Friday, the Supreme Court issued an injunction to pause a lower court's ruling to block the redistricting map passed by the Texas legislature. U.S. District Judge Jeffrey Brown, a Trump appointee, wrote the 160-page opinion. He wrote, quote, "To be sure, politics played a role in drawing the 2025 map, but it was much more than just politics. Substantial evidence shows that Texas racially gerrymandered the 2025 map." But in a blistering dissent, Judge Jerry Smith accused the two other judges on the panel of overstepping. He noted that California redrew its maps to boost Democrats and said the Texas court ruling makes George Soros and California Governor Gavin Newsom the main winners. The outcome led to a quick appeal from state leaders, setting the stage for a crucial decision by the nation's highest court.
I think the decision from the district court was wrong.
Reaction to the lower court's ruling on the congressional map fell largely along party lines.
The maps that the Republicans drew were so racist and so discriminatory that I'm surprised that they could even concoct such a scheme in their head. I'm feeling good about where we are legally.
If you look at the map, you can see that it was drawn in ways that are fair and free and open.
Texas is a red state. Texas is a conservative state, and the legislature wanted Texas to elect more Republicans to represent the values of the vast majority of Texans.
People on opposite sides of the aisle also made note of the judge who delivered the opinion.
They have a Republican conservative Trump appointee who wrote a 160-page opinion saying that this redrawing of the map in Texas violated the Voting Rights Act and was unconstitutional.
That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. And he was appointed by Trump. You know, a little concerned about that. I'm not worried about my district because you're not beating me in my district.
The decision comes as candidates are filing for a spot on the ballot in the March primary. U.S. Congressman Lloyd Doggett said he would not run for re-election if courts approved the redistricting map. For now, the Austin Democrat is back in the race.
I borrowed from Mark Twain in saying the reports of my political death are greatly exaggerated. For my community, it means better representation.
The state quickly appealed the district court's decision, sending the case to the U.S. Supreme Court on Friday night. The court issued an injunction, but the High Court will decide later whether the new maps will be used for next year's primary. The unresolved situation brings uncertainty for someone like John Lira. He announced intentions to run in the newly drawn District 35 as a Democrat.
We're going to continue to go forward as if these maps are still in play, as if we're running in the 35 for now.
For Democrats like Doggett, the hope is that the court decides to keep the maps drawn in 2021 for next year's March primary.
I think the Constitution is on his side of these two judges that ruled with us, and I hope the court will uphold it.
Republicans don't expect that decision to stand.
And I fully expect the U.S. Supreme Court to stay the result within the next couple of weeks. I think we're going to see the map that the legislature drawn used in this upcoming election.
While December 8th is the filing deadline for candidates, it's not clear if the Supreme Court will act before that date. The court issues opinions on its own schedule, leaving candidates in limbo for now. A federal agency could make a move from D.C. to Texas, while the search for a new leader for FEMA is putting the focus on one Texan with a critical job.